Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as...
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's the throw. That's a lovely, neat pass. Burmo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Flamengo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cruyff. Jordi Alba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Still goalless at the moment. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Soma has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Here comes the cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Could move up a gear here.
That's going in strongly.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pellegrini picks it up from the goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? That's a dangerous ball. This time, surely! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Flamengo have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wide.
Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Strokes it back.
Modern football for you.
Cruyff! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a good-looking ball. And it's Fernandez. Probing pass. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Burmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Soma. Flamengo are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now this could be a chance. Martinez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. João Cancelo. And the two sides separated by the game's only... Tries one from range! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And this is getting better and better. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Jordi Alba. And it's Jordi Alba. Soma. To Pellegrini. He's in a great position here. Menu. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Flamengo are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So straight into the second half. Busquets. Now it's Martinez. Pressure coming in from all directions. Pellegrini. Out towards the flank. Arda Güler. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's a throw-in. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pellegrini. Closing in on goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Martinez. Distributed tidily. In towards the back stick. João Cancelo is there, and he can get that clear.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, no joy this time. Kupma. Fernandes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff receives it in a good position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Arda Güler. That's good defending, very good defending. Semedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Fernandes. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pellegrini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an
decent chance! It's hit the upright. And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Jordi Alba. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Diaz. That was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's another good win of the ball. Pellegrini. Goulet. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And Cruyff! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 19. Vai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 9. Substituição em andamento.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Martinez.
This is the time you need that pace. Flamengo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spread neatly. Hookman. João Cancelo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Fabinho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Cruyff. Mbappe! Lucas Perry gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Isak, and he's found a way past. Simons. Oh, he's been caught napping. Manchester United could have here their final chance.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Camisa 13. Camisa 10.
Oh, greatly!
Para a entrada de...
That's going to go a long way. And with that, the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Flamengo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão os horários dos trens nas principais estações da região.